Hello, welcome to Maltbox, the non-chill filtered whisky blog. I'm Andy and this is whisky review number 32. It's also the third and final part of the random sample mini-series. So without further ado, I'm going to stick my hand in and pick some out. Oh, yeah, and again, nearly forgot. So you can show there's no cheating. There's the samples, all very eclectically mixed. I can't really see what anything is, so mix them all up. Oh, that didn't sound good. What's this one? Oh, well, yeah, there should just be enough in that. Glenfiddich 21-year-old Gran Reserva, or Gran Reserva, should I say. Right, let's put that down. Get that out of the way. Right, yeah, there you go, sorry. Glenfiddich 21-year-old. There's not much left, but it should be enough. Now, this is a sample that's left over from a Twitter tasting that I did a couple of months ago, along with the Whisky Wire, for the finalists at the Spirit of Speyside Festival Awards. And the Glenfiddich 21 years old is bottled at 40%. It's a Speyside single malt whisky, retails for around 140 quid, and basically it is matured in ex-bourbon casks, and then it's finished for a period of between 4 to 5 months from memory. Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 4. Doesn't really matter, it's a month at the end of the day. In rum casks, so a finishing period of a few months spent in rum. Colour, it's not natural colour, to get that out of the way, so colour's neither here nor there really. I'm unsure as to whether it's chill filtered or not, I cannot remember off the top of my head to be honest with you, but as I say it's bottled at 40%, so I mean if it's got colour added it's bottled at 40%, let's just say, let's be a bit pessimistic and just sort of say that it's got, you know, it's got chill filtration, but you know, I will check that out and clarify it in a comment on the video as well once I've finished. Alright, so without further ado, not much in terms of legs or tears on the glass, on the nose. There's almost like a white wine quality to it, it's quite dry. Opening up more a little bit now, very sweet, really sweet. A little bit of spice in there. At the same time it's got like a bit of a musty quality. So initially I'm getting sort of like a candy floss sweetness. I know I did say it was quite sweet, followed by honey. There is actually some, I mean I'm going to go try it again. There is towards the end, just as you're about to pull your nose out, a little tiny touch of like an exotic fruit, maybe like a pineapple or something like that. It's really sweet. Parma violets in the middle, Parma violet sweets, and a touch of vanilla as well. The nose is solid. It's quite complex actually. I mean, I kind of want to talk about pricing, and I don't want to get too hung up on it. But the Glenfiddich 12-year-old, right, retails for around what, 25 quid. Your 15-year-old's a step up from that in terms of price again. Call it 35 quid, 40 quid on, you know, between 35 to 40, let's say. Your 18-year-old is around 60 quid. And then your 21 is 140. More than double. For another 3 years, effectively. A little bit of orange as well, tiny little bit of orange zest. So onto the palate. Consistency so-so. On the palate, there's not as much going on as there is on the nose. You've got a bit of coffee, you've got toffee. That kind of orange zest that I just mentioned is kind of coming through now with vanilla as well. I think the vanilla in particular is really stemming from that ex-American oak, ex-bourbon cask maturation. And I think the majority of the sweetness is coming from the short period it's spent in rum. And I think that's probably where that little exotic fruit notes come from on the nose as well. I'm not getting too much of that on the palate though. There's a lot of vanilla now. I'll go back to the nose after tasting. Again, yeah, it is sweet. Think boiled sweets. Maybe the odd fruit pastel here and there. A little bit, again, sort of like a tanniny effect. Kind of akin to what I was sort of talking about on the sort of like nose, where I mentioned it's like kind of a dry white wine. Finish, pretty short. A little bit sweet, but bittering as it goes on. I don't like to get hung up on price, but for me, that's not 140 quid whiskey. The nose was lovely, I've got to say. I did really like and enjoy the nose. Palate, wasn't much going on, and I think the palate is what let it down. Finish, it's neither here nor there again because there wasn't much of one, but it was quite short. So I think in terms of score, I'm going to give the Glenfiddich 21-year-old Gran Reserva 80 out of 100. So it's got some positive attributes to it. However, I think in terms of the palate, which lets it down, the fact that not only in terms of cost, let's put that aside to a moment, but in that sort of ballpark, should we say, you're looking at a whiskey that's been coloured, it's bottled at 40%, you're not getting much for your money, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's what lets it down. Glenfiddich 15 for me any day of the week over that, and that's just my 2 cents. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the little random sample mini-series. As you can tell from the box, there's plenty of samples left to do, and I will be reviewing one of those in the next couple of reviews. I might as well dig it out while I'm here. And that is this. I've not tried it yet, so I'm going to try it before I do so. And that is one of the latest Teeling bottlings that's going to be coming out. Already is out. I'm a bit out of touch with my my Twitter sphere at the moment, which normally tells me everything. And this is a Teeling single malt, matured in Calvados casks. It's 13 years old. So I look forward to that one in a couple of weeks. So once again, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Cheers.